Hey yo, what's good reader fam? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well, I hope that you're taking care of yourselves, and I hope that you're not consuming too much pumpkin related items this season. Today I'm going to be reacting and commenting on some of your reading positions. I went over on my Twitter, at jessethereader if you want to follow me, and I asked you guys to submit pictures of your reading positions, and y'all delivered faster than my mom delivered me, and that took about 12 hours. I actually have no idea how long it took to birth me into the world. I'm just imagining it took a long time because I'm a pain in the butt. So I'm sure I was a pain to get out.
Sorry, Mom.
Wow. Tangent. Let's stop talking about pregnancy and delivering babies, shall we? Essentially today I'm going to be giving names to your reading positions, and I'm also going to be giving unnecessary commentary on them, because that's what I do best. Comment on things that don't need commenting on. The one thing I'm good at in life. Let's get started. First up we have this one from Nikki. I'm gonna call this the bunk bed ladder lean. Ladder lean for short. Sounds like a dance move to me. Do the ladder lean, do the ladder lean. Ladder lean. Ladder lean. Catch people doing the ladder lean at all the hit clubs. This is an interesting position. I can't see it being comfortable in the long run. Leaning against metal while reading just doesn't sound that appealing to me. Also, with my luck and my lack of balance, I'd be falling off that ladder every 5 seconds. And I'd probably break my back in trying to pull a Spider-Man and saving myself and my book from falling. But I can definitely see this being a good reading sprint position. Like before I climb into bed, I'm gonna get 5 minutes of reading done. About to head out the house, but why not a 5-minute ladder sprint? Need to go pee, but first, ladder sprint. I could also see myself accidentally getting into this position. I'm climbing into bed and I decide to start reading as I'm doing so, and then the next thing I know I've just been reading for hours standing on a bunk bed ladder. Of course I probably wouldn't last an hour on that ladder because again, balance, me, falling, yes. Next. Ooh, well if that ain't terrifying, I'll call this position demon reading stance. I feel like this is when you read a book about demons and the next thing you know you become possessed and you've convinced yourself that everyone is out to get your books, so you start growling and chucking books at anyone who comes close to your bookshelf, though throwing books might defeat the purpose of protecting your books, but I digress. Next, we've got a tree read. I'll call this position treed, because like tree and read together actually become tread, but we're not gonna talk about that. Shh, nobody has to know, it's treed. Yeah. I wonder how trees feel when we read next to them with a book. Like, are they like, oh yeah, that book used to be my cousin until it was murdered and chopped up and turned into a book. Yikes. It's a good thing that trees can't talk. Next, Hannah coming through with that stomach bed position. I really should have just cut that part where I thought naming these positions was a good idea, because my creativity switch is turned off today apparently. Anywho, this is the superior reading position. This is how I tend to read. Yeah, sure, call it what it is. Basic, I know, but basic I will be till the day I die, suckers. Next. Ooh, okay, my first thought is ouch. My second thought is how. My third and final thought is how long do you stay in this position while you're reading? Because I would only last a second, as if I could even get in this position in the first place. I can't do the splits and I don't even want to do the splits. I'll call this the book split, because that's literally what it is. I call it how I see it. Next, we've got some car reading. This picture gives off that big energy of read every chance you get. Sitting in the back of the car, read. Unless you get car sickness, then don't do that to yourself. If that's the case, then just look out the window and just think about all the books you want to read. I'm thankfully able to read in the car, like it doesn't really bother me unless the radio's on or people are blabbering, which now that I think about it, I should invest in some noise canceling headphones. What a concept! I'll name this backseat reading. Gosh, these names are getting worse. Next, we've got the couch reader. Actually, she kind of looks like she's perching. So couch re-perching is what we're gonna call it, just a mix and match of all those words. I know I'm supposed to be reacting to the position alone, but can I just say that your hair is magnificent? We stand. Anyway, this seems to be a pretty nice position to read in, though I feel like I'd end up kind of cramped in this position, but let's be real, I change my reading position every 5 seconds while I'm reading, because it takes me a million years to get comfortable. Anyone else relate to that? Please be in that club with me. We currently only have one member, and that's me. Next, oh my gosh, it's puppers! I want to pet your puppers! I feel like I'd be distracted by puppers with this reading position, and I would just end up loving on my puppers the whole time instead of actually reading, because I just can't help but love me some doggos, and when I see doggos, I just want to hug the doggos and pet the doggos and love on the doggos. I'll call this the pupper reader position. These names are just gonna keep getting worse and worse, huh? Next, we've got another treating picture. I always feel like it's gonna be a magical experience reading under a tree, but then I do it and I start convincing myself that there are bugs all over me and I just can't handle it and I run away. I mean, I guess it would be nice if bugs just kind of stayed out of my way, even though technically I'm the one invading their space, which is why they probably come at me in the first place. I do genuinely like reading outside. I don't really do it that often, but I love hearing the birds chirp. I love hearing the wind rushing through the trees and the sound of the highway in the background ruining the moment. Like, excuse me, I'm trying to form a connection with a book here and you're being a book blocker. Can you get a hobby highway? That'd be great. Thanks. Next, this one was actually submitted quite a bit. I'm interested as to what the appeal is. Like, I guess it's nice to have like a solid back support with the bed. It's like super comfortable. Whereas if you were to lay on your bed and like lean against your headboard or lean against the wall, it's not always the most comfortable. I think I just solved the equation for myself. 2 + 2 = 4. This one shall be called Back Bed Book. Oof, that's the best one I've come up with yet, and I still hate it. Next, oh yeah, for this one we've got an expectation versus reality. That feeling when you're completely immersed in the book and it feels like you're on the moon. I've actually never felt like I was reading on the moon, but I have been fully immersed in a book and I felt transported by a book, and I think that's what we're getting at here. Side note, I'd be scared as heck reading on the moon. Like, that's a little too high in the sky for me, and way too far away from my book collection. Then we've got the coffee in one hand, book in the other hand, sitting on a comfy chair. I shall call this one the basic book chair position. I'm officially done naming these positions because they're all so bad and they're just gonna keep getting worse and worse. So it ends here. I'm sorry, my dudes. Don't hire me to title your book because clearly I'll just title it book and will then be fired. Next, ooh, we've got another superior reading position. Again, basic. Call it what it is, basic, but also call it superior because that's what it is. We've got some nice pillow support. We've got our book collection in sight and some Funko Pops watching over us, which now that I think about it, Funko Pops watching over me as I read kind of creeps me out a little bit, especially after the nightmare I had where all my Funko Pops came alive and murdered me. Moving on. Oh, hot dang, this is not okay. I mean, I feel like this was more of like a picture just for the grams, like do it for the grams, rather than your actual go-to reading position. But dang, I'd be flipping the page of my book and the next thing I know I'd be falling off that cliff to my death. I guess it'd be nice to go doing something I love, but also talk about a tragedy. Next. Ooh, I'm loving the vibe of this. I'd be into this. You've got a comfortable chair, you've got a nice lamp with great lighting. I like that it looks adjustable too. Yes. Also, the rainbow shelves are magnificent. 10 out of 10 to this reading position. Next, we've got the towel overhead reading position. I've seen a lot of people do this, and I feel like it would be kind of like a nice tool to like keep your eyes focused on the page, like kind of like doing like when a hoodie kind of situation, your eyes are just focused in on the page. Even though I can still see everything in front of me, I can't see the sides. It's helping you block out the rest of the world and get fully immersed in the story. Though if somebody is sneaking up on you, you won't see them. Why do I keep spinning these into such dark situations? Next. No, this is not an okay reading position. Don't do this. Like, even looking at this, I can feel the blood in my body rushing to my head, and I'm getting a headache. But really don't. I'll call your mom and I'll tattle on you. Not that I know your mom's number, but if I did, I would. Next, we've got another couch position. This is a pretty nice position. I will say that personally for me, I would need more back support. Can you guys tell that I don't have the best back? Bad backs run in the family, unfortunately. But I love this environment. That couch is dope. It's got a freaking Totoro pillow. Totoro just makes everything better. Feeling sad? Get your hands on a Totoro. It'll make you happier. Feeling happy? Get your hands on a Totoro. It'll make you feel even happier. Next. Wow. I wonder if Christine really goes to the library and gets in this position and reads for hours on end. I'm calling lies. I've seen her read before, and never once have we gone to the library for her to prop herself up in this position and read. Now, if there was a picture of her on her bed flailing around while reading, you can bet I believe that. Exposed. You've been exposed, Christine. Next. Ooh, this is a top-notch reading position if I ever saw one. Again, basic, but the pillow support game on this one is strong. Like, look at all those pillows supporting their head, and they've got a pillow on their stomach as well if they want to hold that pillow or rest their book on the pillow. You have my complete approval here. Not that you needed my approval, but I approve. You've got the Jesse the Reader stamp of approval. Next, ooh, we've got some reading in class. Classic. Can't say that I approve because education is important, my friends, and you need to focus when you're in school. But I mean, if your teacher puts on a movie or if they walk out of the classroom to go to the bathroom, then have at it, my dudes. Next, wow, talk about multitasking. I don't know that I would ever want my foot near my coffee, or my book for that matter, but props to you for having the ability to both hold your book and your coffee with your feet. The talent jumped out, my friend. Next, we love a good reading in bed position. You know the moment that's my absolute favorite time to read? After I wake up from a Sunday nap and I'm all snuggly and cozy in bed. That's like prime time for me to get reading done. This bed looks super comfy too, and you've got that nice floppy paperback, and you just look like you're living your best reader life. What more could you want? Next! Okay, something about this picture just screams escaping from the real world. The expression is very much so on the level of like, I don't want anything to do with anyone, I just want to read, which that is the biggest mood of all moods. Next, reading a Grisha book while drowning in Grisha books is the only way to read a Grisha book. Facts only. Though it might not be the most comfortable situation now that I'm thinking about it, it'll at least keep you awake while you read. Having books lodging into you will do that. Next. Oh, okay. I feel like this one just wouldn't work out in the long run. Like, talk about a neck breaker. This would be good for for a photo and then I'd be like, yo, get the heck off me so I can read, sis. Is that mean? No, that's just common sense saying if you stay on my neck any longer, I won't have a neck. Next, we've got some computer chair reading. You know, I've never even thought to like read in my computer chair. But like, I also just like really attach computer work with my office chair. And I also just have attached filming to my office chair because I film in my office chair. So I wonder if it'd be hard for me to kind of detach those things from my office chair and be able to attach reading to it. Does that make any sense? More likely than not, it probably doesn't. Next, this person actually deleted their tweet, but I screenshotted it, and it's of the K-pop artist Yuri from Red Velvet. And I really only wanted to include it because K-pop. On a more serious manner, stan Red Velvet. The last one that I have here is sitting on a throne of books. Honestly, I've sat on a throne of books and it ain't that comfortable. Sure, it's beautiful, like hello aesthetic, but it's not comfy on the tushy. Also, it could easily fall over at the smallest movement. Not the most stable, but a work of art, yes. Alright guys, that's it for me reacting to some of your reading positions. Thanks to everybody who submitted a photo on Twitter, I appreciate it. It made this video possible, which hopefully this video was funny. If not, then don't tell me. You guys should let me know down below in the comments your go-to reading position. Did you see it in this video? If you did see it in this video, then give me just a timestamp of where it's at in the video so I know what it looks like. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright, that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye! -oh.